arrived at the second theme again. We've also arrived at the key of A major, which is where we stay for the rest of the piece. We're in a slightly lower register this time, so that lends itself to a warmer, fuller tone quality. The first time it was here. Now, let's skip to the next section. By all means, practice this section with separate bows in a comfortable practice tempo. Be sure to practice measure 192 with the diminished arpeggio. If you haven't learned your diminished arpeggios yet, this is a good opportunity. This arpeggio will pop up again and again in your repertoire. It's worth learning it once and for all in this piece. Be ready to jump up to the high E with light finger pressure and light bow pressure. There should be no slide, or perhaps just the tiniest hint of a slide. That's a great note if it really rings. Now you can go back and work up to the real tempo. The mood is happy and upbeat. For my taste, this should be faster than before. Now you can add the real bowings. We have the same phrasing pattern that we found before. Half measure, half measure, and a whole measure. The variety of the phrasing patterns keeps the music interesting. Don't let it plod along in half-measure units like this. Let's jump to the final section, or the coda. Let's establish the sound and the bow stroke. You can start like this. Upper half of the bow, light bow pressure, no forcing, resonant. Now, let's plug that in. It's kind of like fiddle music. Stay loose, as long as it doesn't get sloppy. The first note of each group of 8 is a single note, and we need to hear it. That note is the structural note. It kicks off the rest of the group. We need to practice those chords for quality. Quality of tone and quality of intonation. The open E string is the boss. Everything adjusts itself to be in tune with the open E string. First, find the placement of the B with the first finger. You might be surprised at how high it needs to be. Now find the perfect fifth. You can lean more to the D string or more to the A string. Now checking back with the open E. Now the next chord. Again, the starting point is the open E with the C sharp. then the A. Now let's get a good sonority. Long notes with lots of bow, no forcing. Make sure that the bottom note is heard. On the last note, you can hit the note and then come way down. Then, as the sound of the piano dies away, you make a crescendo, so you get the last word in. But don't end with an accent like this. Just a good resonant sound.